Just now I'm starting the recording. Once I made you host, you can just pause that, okay?
Okay, sir.
Make you host, Amir. Now you are host. Do you see there is option for pausing or stopping the recording?
Oh, 1 second, sir.
Yeah.
Let me check. Yes.
What is the option? Okay, Umar came in. So I think
Okay, sir.
you can make him host and he will pause the recording.
Okay,
Umar,
sir.
I need to go, Umar. So I just made the host to Amir. Amir will make you host now. You can
Okay.
probably
I'll
pause
take
the
it.
recording. Yeah. And
Okay.
then start. Yeah. I need to go. Yeah. Thank you.
One second, sir.
Farooq and Mehtab is yet to join, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's wait for 2 minutes for them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I had got your assignments, Shabana and Amir, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you complete the assignments? First, second, or
Yes,
third?
sir.
Ataullah.
No, I haven't.
Anything which you're finding difficult, like not able to understand, so not able to complete?
I will start working from tonight. I have some like I'm trying for Google, and 2 rounds have been cracked and 2 rounds are remaining. So I'm preparing for that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, third round is scheduled for
Revisit the
today
topic of loops.
in evening.
Did you revisit the topic of loops?
I
Watch the video.
watched the videos of arrays which you have shared.
So are you understanding the concepts?
Yes, and I watched the first video as well of our class on that SCS page. I will be revising all of them one by one.
Okay. And you all two are okay? Amir and Shabana, all good with you all? So whatever
Yes,
I
sir.
all good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today I had in mind to start with arrays. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Amir, have you met with the host? Are you still the host?
No, sir, I made you host. You can
Oh.
check.
Recording in progress.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, guys. So what have you heard about the topic of arrays? Like, what is an array?
Array is a collection of
Mhm.
variables. Array is, array is a collection of variables. Similar variables, not only variables, is a similar variables.
Okay. Okay.
Hello.
So what array is? Let me, yeah. So let's say this is a train, okay? And this is one of the coach of that train. Let's say this is coach number B1. Like how we have in India, AC coach, okay? And let's say SCS reserves this entire coach. So in one coach, let's say there are 72 seats are there, okay? And SCS has spoken to the railways and they have reserved this entire coach of 72. So let's say we are going for some seminar, we are going for some technical event. So how many seats are there in this railway coach now?
72.
72 seats, right? So like this, there will be 72 seats. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, how does the Indian Railway name this the number of seats? They start from 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then 2, and then blah blah blah. Then it goes to
72.
then this will be your 71 and this will be a 72. Okay. So when we make a
Yes.
travel booking, we have the seat number and we have the name, right? So if Alice is an employee of SCS and Ben is an employee of SCS, and we have other employees also, let's say Charles and Dom, whatever. And we have given them the seat number that you are sitting on which coach and which seat, right? This is how the Indian Railway
Right.
gives you the itinerary, which seat
Yes.
number you are, which coach you have. So where will Alice go to?
B13.
Like this, blah blah blah. You can assign the seat to all the 70.
Employee.
I can give Dom as seat number 45 also, right?
Yes, sir.
Like this, I can give seat to all of them. Okay. Now what we have done, we have put a security guard outside our coach. One at this end, one at this end. And we have instructed all of our employees to wear a jersey. Okay, we have gifted them a jersey and we have asked all the employees to wear that jersey. Okay, so the SCS jersey we have made and everybody is going to wear that jersey and come. So whoever is traveling, so let's say it's a bi-colored jersey of 2 different colors. So it's orange and yellow, assuming. So everybody who is sitting is wearing this jersey, correct? So if Alice has come, she has worn this jersey and come, and she's sitting at seat number 1. Similarly, seat number 2 also is wearing this type of jersey. All are wearing the same jersey.
Yes.
So we have told the guard that this is the jersey which everybody is wearing. If anybody tries to enter without this jersey, stop him. He's not a SCS employee. Okay. So let's say some other company also is going for that seminar. Some other company also, let's say Infosys also is going for the seminar. Or Wipro also is going for the seminar. Some XYZ companies are also going. They have their own set of jerseys. Okay. So let's say even Google is coming. So Google has a jersey of, let's say, blue color. So if now some employee of Google is trying to penetrate into coach B1, this guard will stop him because your
Yes.
jersey is not matching with the jersey I have been instructed to. If he tries to penetrate from here, they will stop him, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So if I don't give this sample jersey, okay, if I don't give the sample jersey, so what this guard will do is, this railway guard, what he will do, he will peep inside, he will open the door, he will peep inside, he will check, okay, inside jersey is this color. So he will come and check the jersey of the first employee. If it is matching with this, he will allow, else he will not allow, correct?
Yes, sir.
So is this jersey matching with the jersey of the first employee? No. He will say,
No.
you are not allowed to enter this coach. You go out. Okay. And if let's say some other employee, let's say now Amir is the employee of SCS. So if Amir comes now, let's say, okay. So guard will check. Okay, yeah, he is matching. Go, please go inside. Then Amir will go and whatever seat Amir was allotted, he will go. Let's say Amir was allotted seat number 53. Is this understood?
Yes, sir.
What we can
Yes.
think of is this B1 is your array. And this 1, 2, 3 for the seat numbers are your indexes. The seat number are the indexes and the employees are your values. Is this understood? So if I can relate this with the array concept, so this coach is an array and this seat number. So if I say, so if I have a 1D array, let's say, if I have a one-dimensional array, so what is the size of this array?
4.
4. Here in the railway, the seat number start from
1.
1, right? But in the arrays concept,
Start from 0.
number starts from 0. Yes, correct. The indexes will start from 0. So there will be one seat over here. Okay, we can shift this towards the right. So indexes will start from 0. So this is my 0th seat. So what will be the index of the last seat then? The first seat,
71.
last seat will be one less than the size.
Yes.
So if there are total 72 seats over here, so B1 is of capacity 72 seats. So first index is 0. Then my
Then
last
last
will be
71 are last because we start with 0 now.
71. Correct? Okay.
Correct.
Now what are the indexes now? So of these 4, now what are the indexes? Correct. So now if I want to put a number 77, and let's say I call this array as A1. This is my array A1. So how will I do that? I will say A1 array, then I will give the index. At 0 index, I want to store 77. So whenever we will access the value, we will provide the index and we will get the value. We will input the index and we will get output as the value at that index. So if I want to put over here 68, what will I write?
A1.
A1 of index 1 equals
68.
68. Then A1, let's say if I say A1 of index 2 is equal to 45 and A1 of index 3 equals to 10. So what changes happen over here? Here I get 45.
45 and 10.
Here I will get 10. Okay. So like this, I can populate my array. So the array, name of the array, in the square brackets, you have to provide the index. And then we can give the value on the RHS. So if I want to declare this array, let's start. And I'll let you open my Eclipse. So we will write some programming in an array. An array is homogeneous, okay? In Java, your array is homogeneous, like whatever data is there at the 0th index, whatever type of data is there at index 0, similar type of data will be at the other indexes. So whatever type of employee is sitting on seat 0, all those types of employees should sit on the remaining seats also. So 0 is 77, means this is an integer array. So only integers will be stored. That is called homogeneous. So Java arrays are homogeneous and continuous memory is allocated to them. So these are continuously allocated. You know, when we travel at times when we do the booking, so 2 people are at seat number 1, 2, and 2 people are at seat number. One person has got seat number 45, and one person has got seat number 71. Like this happens when you book at the last moment. It is not guaranteed that you will get continuous seats, right? But here SCS has got continuous 72 seats, all of which are allocated to SCS, correct? So these are 2 things which array has: continuous memory allocation and elements are homogeneous. So let me go and create a fresh application. So only thing which you have to remember is what type of value is there at index 0. That is what you have to remember. So whatever type is at index 0, other index will also have the same thing. So now if I try to just explain this concept. Okay. What is this type of data?
Integer.
Integer. So if I have this at the first index, what is the type of my array?
Integer.
So what will I have at other indexes?
Integers.
Only integers, correct?
Correct.
Very good. Now let's take this. Now if I have over here 10.5, what I have? So what will we have? So this will be array of what?
Double or float.
Double.
Double
Double
array.
or float.
Okay. If I have over here as this is a single character, right? This is a single character. If I have this as my first index, this array will be of what?
Character.
Yeah, so just this concept has to be taken forward. Now I will try to explain what I actually wanted to explain. So why I actually give this example. Now this is what I wanted to explain actually. Okay, we have a class in Java. Okay, we will start that later on. And a class has various data members. So if there's a student class will have roll number, name, and percentage. Okay, so this is a class student. What all attributes a student has? Roll number, name, and percentage, as you know.
Yes.
So then we make an object of the class. Then we make an object of that class. Okay. So if this is the class in black, in blue we have the object. The object will have the similar properties of that of a class, but it will have the values. So the class is just the blueprint. So here student will have roll number as 101, name as whatever name Alice, and percentage as 78.5. So what is this blue part? This black part is
That part
class.
is a class and blue part is object.
Object.
Object of the class.
Object of the class student. Okay. So now I want you all to understand this at the moment. Later on, I will go in detail. Later on, I will go in total detail of that. But as of now, just understand what I'm trying to say. So now, what is this now? This is array of objects. What is this?
Array of objects.
One single integer, array of integers, correct? One single double, array of doubles. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
One single character, array of characters. So one single object over here. Now what is
Array
this?
of objects.
Array of objects. So I can have array of whatever data, but they should be of same type. Okay. So if this is this is a class called teacher. There is a class called teacher who is having teacher number, teacher name, and salary. The class called teacher, assuming. Okay, we will go in detail of this later on. So don't worry about this, what it is. I just wanted to understand what is an object. So we have teacher number, teacher name, and salary, let's say. So now if I make an object of that teacher class, okay, let me take a different. And whatever teacher number 111, teacher number pen, salary 800, XYZ. Now my question is, can I put this when object in this array? Is this possible? Yes, no, maybe. Yes, Ataullah. It is not possible because
I think no.
no, because this object is of which class? The blue object is of which class?
Student class.
So you can, if I put that in the object, then that array will only contain objects of student class.
Student class.
Because array is homogeneous. Array is
Homogeneous.
homogeneous. So it will only contain array of
Similar types.
we'll go and look at the zero index. Which class object is there? It will come to know it is of student class. Then at the other indexes also, you can only store objects of student class. You cannot store any other class object. Got it? What array does?
Yes.
Okay. So initially we will create simple arrays of integer, float, double, and then we will gradually move to array of objects. But that is what is our target. So if we are learning arrays, we are learning arrays to understand this concept primarily. Because Java is totally object oriented based. In Java, everything is class, object, class, object. So once we understand what is an object, then later on we will create arrays of those objects. So that time we should understand what this array is doing. Okay? So that should be maybe once we start the concepts of hoops. So as of now, let's just stick to the basics of arrays. Okay. So now if I want to declare an array to hold 5 integers, if I want to store 5 integers in an array, okay, so I'll say first the data type of the array, then the name of the array. Okay, so let's if it is ARR, then the symbol of the array. Yeah, this is an array. So if I don't put the square bracket, it is a normal variable. But if I give a square bracket, it is an array. Okay, then new. Again, the type will repeat. Okay, new keyword. And here you have to give the size of the array, what size you are trying to give. So let's say if you are trying to say 5, then you can say 5 over here. So how many elements can we store in this array now?
5.
And what is the index of those 5 elements?
0.
What are the
0, 1,
index?
2, 3, 4.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, correct?
Yes.
So if you want to populate that array, now this is just a plain array, okay? This will have only zeros. So if you try to display this array, okay, let's try to populate the array with our values. So let's say if I want to say at the 0 index, I want 10. So this is, I'm hard coding the values. Okay, so like this, I will hard code the 5 values initially for you all to understand. Okay, so at 1, I want any other number. Let's take 3. At 2, I want any other number, 45. At 3, I want any other number, let's say 18. And that's 4, I want any other number, let's say 23. Now this is what my array will look like if I draw it diagrammatically. Okay, so if I remove all this. So what is the name of my array? ARR, correct?
Yeah.
So, and what are the values I have stored? Who can recollect the values? My array, correct? So after drawing it, if I just place this code over here, how will my array look like? At 0 index, I have 10. At 1 index, I have. So these are my 5 indexes then. Let's declare the 5 indexes. So I have 10, 3, 45, 18, 23. And index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now if I want to display this array, all the elements of the array, so I can do it using for loop and the for each. Okay, so the for each was parked all this while, right? So today we can get the for each of the parking. So for loop, we have to know the index. Okay, index must be known. So where are we starting? So index means start and end index. Okay, by index I mean start and end index must be known. So if I'm using a for loop, what is the start index? Yes, guys.
I is equal to 0.
What is the end index?
I is less than 5.
So I should know them if I am running a for loop. And then, so in the first iteration, what is the value of I? In the first iteration, what is the value of I?
10.
What is the value of I?
Value,
0.
sorry. 0, 0.
Value of I is 0. There's a difference between I and ARR of I. Okay, this should be clear. So I is, in the first iteration, I is 0, correct?
Yes, sir.
So should I display I or should I display ARR of I? If I'm displaying over here, what do you want to see, the index or the value? So if I want to display 10, what will I display? I or ARR of I?
ARR of I.
If I want to display 10, I will display this. Okay. The next iteration, what is the value of I then?
It's 1.
1. Then what will I display?
ARR of
So in the first, it will display
I.
ARR of 0, which is 10. Second, it will
Yes.
display ARR of 1, which is
3.
third. What is the value? Third iteration, what is the value of I?
In second iteration, value of I is 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then store
And
the
value
value
of I.
3.
And in third iteration, value of I
2.
and ARR of I.
45.
And third iteration, value of I. Fourth iteration, value of I.
Fourth iteration, where 3.
And
And
ARR
it's
of I.
18.
And last iteration, value of I.
4.
And
And
ARR of I.
23.
What are we displaying? What are we displaying? I or ARR of I?
ARR of I.
So, and if I want to display both, then I and ARR of I, then
Sorry for the interruption. I can see only Eclipse page here.
which page?
Eclipse one ID.
Here,
Not
Yes, sir,
seeing
right.
it. Now I can see.
correct? Now I can see, right? So this, if you want to iterate using the for loop, then you have to write this code. So let's write this first using for, and then we'll go with for each also. So this is the array that I've hard coded. Then next example, we will see how to take this from the user. And now if I want to display this, okay. So for that I need a for loop. So for integer I equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, and we sys out and say ARR of I. Let's run this and check. Okay, let's use print, and let's give a space that it displays horizontally. Okay. Now my question is, what would it display if I would display it immediately after creation? You all get this? What I did over here? Means what are the default values of an array? What are the default values of an array? The default values of an array
0.
must be 0, yeah. Okay. So for integer array, default values are 0. So here we have put a new line. Okay. We should have put a not here, but here. Okay, it will do after every iteration. I wanted this only once. I wanted this only once. So, okay, so this by default it will initialize to 0, and then we can put our own values. Okay, now I want these values to be. So if I had made up my mind, that I'll be storing these numbers 10, 3, 45, 18, 23, then no need to have used these 5 lines. Directly you can do like this. If you have made up your mind what values you want to put in that array, then directly you can initialize the array with the values. This is perfectly possible. No need to leave this.
Initializations. Array initialization.
Now even this will, this also will show 1845. Okay, because we have just declared the array and initialize it with our hard coded values. So now when we display this, it will display our values. So if you want to hard code it, you can do it this way. This will be more appropriate. Output will be same. Okay, got it?
So translate.
Okay, now if I want to do some operations on this array, like I want to find the sum of these arrays. So if I want to do the sum of the arrays in a number, what logic should we apply?
So take a variable sum.
Okay, let's take a variable sum. Okay, put
Yeah.
0 in it, sanitize it. Yeah, now.
Yes, sir. Sir, after for loop, sum is equal to array of I plus sum and print the sum.
Correct?
Correct.
Absolutely correct. So sum of this will be what? Somewhere around 100,
13.
99. Okay,
Yes, sir.
got it? Okay. So this task I did using for loop. Now I want to do the same using for each. So what for each does is very simple. In that, I don't have to remember the start and the end index. No need to remember the start and index. Just remove everything. The loop will still be for. Do not try writing for each. This is not for each. So don't write for each. The loop still remains for. But how it works is, what is the array? What is the array? What is the array name?
ARR.
ARR.
Yes.
See, have you all seen that? One second. See, in marriages, in marriage ceremonies, when we go for a reception, we have the container of the food, and then we have the plate, right? So if there is some dessert, in this container, okay, and I am fond of desserts, so I will take one slice from it, put it. So this has many slices, correct? But this is a container, so you'll have many slices. So what I will do is, from this container, so whenever I have a craving for have a dessert, I will go, and from this container I will take one slice, put it in my plate. Yes, no, maybe something of that with this. And once I finish this, when this is finished, again I will go, again from this container I will take one more slice, put it in my plate, then again finish it. Once it is finished, again I will go from this container, take one more slice and put it in my plate. So like this, we will do in for each. Okay. So on the RHS will be the container. So we'll have a colon. We'll have a colon. Okay. So if you observe in the reception, no, we have different plates for different food items. For dessert, we have a dessert plate. Okay. So, and if it is a main course, for main course, we have the main course plate. So plates also differ depending on what you're trying to eat. So here on the RHS, we will have the container. Which is the container? Data is coming from where? From here, right? So who is the container? ARR, right? So from ARR, I will take one element at a time. So in the first iteration, I will take 10. 10 is of what type?
Integer type.
So I will store it in an integer variable, whatever name you want to give. So now in the first iteration, what is in X?
10.
So I will just keep on add that to the sum, right? So like this, you can use a for each loop. So on the RHS is a collection or a container or an array. From that, in each iteration, one element will come in X. So this will automatically pick the start and the end index. So if we don't know what is the size of the array, this is the best loop to use for each. So now in the first iteration, what is in X? In the first iteration,
10.
Second iteration,
3.
so what is
Three.
it come in the first iteration? 0, right? Then
Yes,
what will
sir.
happen? 0 plus 10,
Second.
sum will become
10.
10.
second iteration, what will be in X?
3.
What will go in sum?
13.
Third iteration,
45.
then now here 58.
Great.
The
Yes.
fourth iteration,
18.
so what will go in this?
76.
26.
Yeah.
And now last iteration.
23.
One now, is there any other element?
No, sir.
Loop will
No.
automatically stop. Loop will automatically terminate.
Terminated.
This
Yeah.
is the logic of pausing.
Terminate.
And then I will display the element 99. So whatever task is what was done by for loop, I'm doing it here by for each. Got it? Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
ID. Okay, now let's take some practice questions on arrays. Find the maximum number from an array. Yes, can anyone try this? Find maximum number from an array. What logic will we apply over here? Any guesses?
If, sir, we can use if else.
Yes, yes, we have to use if else.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. Yes, we'll have to use if else, correct.
Yes. If
So see what we can do over here is for that, no, I have a logic which I call as baby on the beach. So what this baby on the beach logic does is, okay, if this is the beach and these are the parents of that baby, they are at the other end of the beach. They are resting here. And this baby is at this end of the beach. And now there are some fancy stones on the beach. Okay. Of different shape, different size. So now this baby is in one hand is having a sipper, is sipping some juice, and he has no pockets to keep these stones. So he can only use one of his hands to pick up the stones. And he wants to take the maximum stone to his parents. So this baby now comes over here first. Now as his hands are empty, he will pick up the first stone. Without verifying, he will just pick up this stone. So this stone he will pick up. So now as he moves forward, if he sees a stone which is bigger than this stone, he will throw the one in the hand and pick the one from the ground, correct? So now what will he compare? The one in hand and the one on the ground. Which is bigger? Which stone is bigger? The one in the hand or one on the ground?
The ground one.
So he will throw the one in the hand. He will dispose it. And he will pick the one on the ground. This he will pick up now. And then again when he moves forward. Okay, now he has this in his hand. Now he moves forward. Now he sees this. What will he do? Will he throw the one in the hand or move ahead?
One,
The one in the hand is bigger than the one on the ground, right?
right.
So he will not pick that. He will move ahead. Now what will happen? The one in the hand and the one on the ground, which is bigger?
ground. One in.
What
Ground
will
Ground
he do?
one.
He
Yeah.
will throw the one in the hand,
And pick the.
jump in the ground. Then he will go forward. And now last, what will happen? One in the hand or on the ground.
The hand.
Hand.
Now when he goes to his parents at the end, he will have the biggest stone, correct?
Yes, sir.
This logic you can use for maximum number from an array. So what we will do is
Comparison.
Take a max.
Use.
and max is called the one in the hand. So I will first say, let's take the first number. Let's take the first stone as max. Now, how many stones do I have to visit now?
Continuously
5.
comparison for and
5.
max is great.
So I will
Okay.
start from where? Okay, let's start from 0, no worries. And now the ones in the array are on the ground. The stones in the array are on the ground, and what is in max is on the hand. So what will I check? If my stone on the ground is greater than one in the hand, then that stone which is on the ground comes in my hand. And when the loop terminates, I will just show my hand to my parents. Got this logic, Ataullah? What actually is happening over here? See, we initialize max with what?
0.
So max is the ground, stones on ground. Array is stones on ground, okay? And max is the stone in the hand. Max is stone in hand. So now I just pick the first stone, right? So what stone do I pick?
10.
10. So my max is 10. So now in my hand I have 10. And on the ground I have all this. Now I need to iterate the entire beach, right? Because the parents are at the
Yes.
other end of the beach, so I have to iterate the entire beach. So what do I check? If the ARR of I, what is ARR of I?
10.
If that is greater than max, is it greater than max? Is 10 greater than 10?
No.
If I see a stone which is similar size, then will I throw it?
Yes.
You know, it
We
is
can
similar.
keep as well.
If I see a stone which is similar in size of what I have in hand,
No, sir.
let's throw the one in hand.
Keep it. No,
We
sir.
can keep it as well.
So I will not. So I will not go in the if, because 10 is not greater than 10. Correct? So
Yes.
will it go in if?
Yes, sir.
No. 10 is not
False
greater than
condition.
10. Is 10 greater than 10?
False.
False condition.
False.
Will it go in if or will it go out of if?
Out of.
Out of. Then out of for loop finishes I plus plus. I becomes what?
1.
Value of I is
1.
1.
so what is ARR of I now?
3.
3. Is 3 greater than 10?
Yes.
False.
No, right?
False.
I will not pick that for also. Then I plus plus I becomes what?
2.
2. What is ARR of 2?
45.
Is
45.
45 greater than 10?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes,
that ARR of I becomes my max now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ataullah, got it?
Yes.
Now I will throw 10 and pick 45. Correct?
Correct.
Now I plus plus I becomes
3.
ARR of 3.
18 is greater than
18 greater than 45.
45. False.
False. Will not go in it. I plus plus
4.
ARR of 4 is
23 greater than 45. False.
23 greater than 45. False. Loop terminates. I have come to the end. I will say display maximum number is max. So we'll say maximum number is 45. Got it?
Yes.
Yes, everyone. Similarly, okay, now if I wanted to do this with for each, who can help me out? the same using for each. I'll share this code with you all meanwhile. You all think of the logic. If I want to do the same thing using for each. Yes, guys. How will we do the same task but use for each rather than using for? Yes, Shabana, can you have a crack at it? Amir,
Yes, sir, I will try. Int I.
I'll remove all this, right? This logic will remain the same. So what, see, in the for each, we don't use error of I, right?
Yes.
So what we will do is for, first we will say error 0 is maximum, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then the for loop will start and I will take each element in X, right?
Yes.
From ERR. Then what will I compare? If compare what? Now 10 has come in which variable?
X.
What will you compare with maximum then?
X.
What
X.
will you write? Line number 9.
Yes, sir. Array of X.
No. In that we don't use array of X. We directly use the number itself.
Number itself. Yes. X. Direct X. Yes.
X greater than max, then what happens?
X. X is become max. Yes, sir.
Okay. So in each iteration. So now in the first iteration, what is in X?
10.
What is in max?
45.
In the first iteration.
10.
No.
What
First
is
iteration
what
is
is in
10.
X? What is in X?
X. 10.
10.
X also is 10, max also is 10, correct?
Yes, sir.
So now what are we comparing? X greater than max. Is 10 greater than 10?
No, sir. Condition false.
So it will not go in the if. Directly I plus the next number.
I plus.
Now what is
3.
the
3, sir.
what are we comparing? Is 3 greater than 10?
No, sir. Condition false.
Then in the next iteration, what is in X?
45.
Is 45 greater than 10?
Yes, sir.
So true. So what happens then? That X becomes your max. So max
Yes,
becomes
sir.
45. Then next number, what is in X? 18. Is 18 greater than 45?
Condition false.
False. Then next, what comes in X?
23.
Is 23 greater than 45?
No, sir. Condition false.
Loop.
Maximum. Yes, maximum number is 45.
So this you can use both for and for each, whatever suits you. Okay, now convert this to minimum.
Same minimum. Just to change the value. Less than to greater than.
Yeah.
Only
What
change
will make over here?
operator. X is less than
Now
X.
if the
Int minimum. Int
Now,
MIN.
if you want to do the minimum shown to the parent, you will say minimum. You will pick up and then you will say if my X is
Less than.
then minimum.
Yes, sir.
Then my X becomes the minimum.
Yes.
And say minimum number is
Minimum number is minimum.
what should be the answer?
3.
3.
Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is how you play around with the array. Okay, these were all hard-coded values. Now I want to accept the value from the user. Now what to do?
Scanner class.
Now there's one more way also. Now we have in Java, we have ready-made functions also. Okay. So we have ready-made functions also in Java. So what you can do is there's a class called arrays. Class called what? Which class? I'll share this code also with you. What is the class name? Max service. I'll just share this code with you all for Max so that you get to know both the logic for and for each code. It's running. Oh, very good. So I'll dump this code also. For each and loop for each. Okay, now I come to what was I telling? Where were we? Yes, guys. Yeah, so we have ready-made functions also in Java. So we're using that also, we can find the maximum and minimum. Okay, if I sort this array. Okay. If I sort this array, ARR. Now, how would the array look like? If I sort this array would look like how? Am I audible to you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Array would look like something.
Ascending order.
Yes.
3, 10, 18, 23, 45.
Now, if I want to display the maximum number, is at which index?
4th,
I can say what?
array of 4th. Yes.
And if I want to display the minimum number, then
0.
yeah.
Array of 0.
Also use shortcut. Use the sort function. Okay. There are a variety of ways of accomplishing the same task in Java. So now these numbers were hard coded. Now I want to accept these numbers from the user. So how will we do that? I'll dump this code also for you all. If you all feel like now if I want to take the values from the user, what I will say. Okay, then I will also want the user to enter the number of elements. Okay, so I will ask the user how many elements he wants to store in the array. Okay, so I will take a scanner object. Now we are taking from user, right? And we will sys out the
Firstly, we import Java
Enter the number.
scanner.
of elements. Okay,
That will be
and then we will scan it in integer size. Sc dot next. Okay. Now when I make the array, I will make of that size. So I will say ARR integer ARR equals to new integer, and I will make of that size. Okay. So how many elements do I have to accept from the user? Size number of elements. So again, I run a for loop. I equals to 0, I less than size, and I plus. Okay. And then we will sys out. Please enter a number. That number will go in ARR of 5. Is this understood till here? Anyone confused total here? How to accept the numbers from the user? Okay. Now in this array, if I want to search for a particular number, if I want to search for a particular number, so let's say user enters size as 5, and the numbers which he enters are which we entered last time. Who has those numbers in mind? 10, 3, 45.
45, 18, 23.
Correct. Assuming he enters these numbers. Now I want to search whether 45 is there in this array or not. Is it there or not?
Yes.
So I will say found. And is 77 there in this array?
No.
I will say not found. So how will we do that? So I will do a linear search over here. What I will do?
Linear search.
The linear search means compare element one by one. So the number I want to search, I will take that from the user also. So I will just this out, enter number to search. Okay, so whatever number he wishes, he will enter to, I will scan it a variable. Teacher search equals to. And now tell me, I will compare with each of the units. I will compare. So if I'm searching for 45, I will compare 45 with each, 45 with 10, found.
No.
So will I say not found? Or will I search?
Not found.
When will I conclude not found? When I've searched all the elements, right?
Yes.
If in your drawing room you have 3 drawers, and as you come home from outside, you have a habit of placing the keys, placing your key, okay, your bike keys or your car keys, you have a habit of putting in this drawer. Okay, so you just put them in the drawer randomly. So now next morning when you're going out and you search for the key and the key is not there. Okay, you have, let's say, you have put the keys in the second drawer. And in a hurry, you have left home and now you are calling someone at home that please search the drawer and let me know, is my keys over there. Okay, so your younger brother is there. Okay, he is 4 years old. He just opens this drawer and tells key is not there. What will you tell him?
Check this drawer.
Yeah, so not there should only be told when all the drawers have been checked, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Second scenario, you call your mom and then you ask her, mom, please check if the keys are there in the drawer. So she is a wise lady, she will check in this drawer, then she will check, okay, got it. Will she check the third drawer?
No.
So where she finds the key, she will
Stop searching.
break. Will not search for.
Yes.
And if she doesn't find, she will keep searching. So if the keys were not in this drawer, let's say the keys were in your some browser. So keys are not there. So she will search here, not there, search here, not there, search here, not there, end reached. When the end has reached means the keys are not there. Keys are
Not there.
keys were there, the search would have been broken. So even though the keys were there in the last drawer, let's say, assuming the keys are over here, she will not go till the end because once the key is found, we will break. Correct? So we reaching at the end of the drawer. This is, let's say, here, this is the end. So what does that symbolizes? By searching, we have come till here. We searched over here. We searched over here. We searched over here. We searched over here, and then we have come till here. What does that mean? So Reaching the end means the key was not found. Because had the key been found, we would have not reached the end. Because we would break there and then itself. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Key is in the first drawer. When will we break?
At the first time.
First
Yes.
drawer. So is there any possibility that we reach end?
No.
No.
If the key was in the second drawer, when would we break?
Second iteration. Second drawer.
So is there any chance that we would reach the end in this scenario?
No, sir.
No.
Okay, worst case scenario, the key is in the third drawer. So we will break at the third drawer.
Yes.
That we're reaching the end over here also.
No.
So we have reached the end. What does that symbolize? That is my question.
Is not found.
Key is not found. So when will we conclude not found?
When we reach to end.
Yeah, before reaching the end, we will not say not found. Correct?
Correct.
Yes. So I will start from start to end. So how do we search from start to end? What for loop will we apply? Yes. See, now I can reuse this I. I can reuse this I. So instead of putting in the for loop over here, I put it over here because if I play in the for loop, it's like only still this for loop. Now I can reuse the same I. So how do we go from start to end? This is how you go from start to end. Correct? Yeah, so what should be the logic inside now? If what?
If
Here of
Here
I
are
is equal to
search.
45.
search.
Search.
So we are searching for. No?
Yes.
If it is equal, what will I conclude?
Found.
Found. And will I search further?
Break, sir. Yes.
Okay. After the loop terminates, and I have reached till the end. When will this loop terminate? When I reaches what?
Lesson size.
When will this loop terminate?
When we found that number.
No. That is if the key is not there, when will the loop terminate? So I is 0.
I is equal to 4.
Let's check. I equal to 0. Is 0 less than size? Is 0 less than 5?
Yes.
True.
Yes, sir.
Loop will not terminate.
Yeah.
And I becomes what?
1.
1.
Is 1 less than 5?
True. Recheck.
Loop will not terminate. Then I becomes what?
2.
2. Is 2 less than 5?
Yes.
Loop will not terminate. Then I becomes
3.
3.
is 3 less than 5?
Yes.
Yes.
Loop will not terminate.
Yes.
Then I
Becomes 4.
4 less than 5?
Yes, sir.
Loop will not terminate. Then I
No.
becomes
5.
is 5 less than 5?
False.
When will the
Condition.
loop terminate? My question was this.
Terminate. Yes, sir.
So when will the loop terminate naturally? When
When I becomes 5.
I becomes
I
5.
equal to 5.
Now, if I has become 5 means what?
Not found.
Not found, because
Not found.
if you are finding, you are just breaking the value, right?
Yes, sir.
So if I is equal to 5, what will we say?
This out key is not found.
Not. Correct? Let's try to run this code. Okay, let's try to run this code and check. So enter the elements. Yes, Amir, what are the elements we have? Tell me.
18, 10,
10, 3, 45, 18, 23.
45, 18, 23. Yes.
Okay, now enter the number you want to search.
Uh,
Oh my God.
23.
No, we made a mistake. What mistake did we make? The first numbers was how many numbers you want to store?
5.
Please enter. Yes, sir.
5 over there, right?
Yes.
So then we give 10, it is asking us 10 numbers.
Yes.
We have been more cautious while running the code. So we'll say 5. Yeah, now give me 5 numbers. 10,
3.
3, 45, 18,
now pick the number to
23,
search.
18.
18. Found or not found?
Found, sir.
Got it?
Yes.
Now let's take some other example. Okay, let's take just 3 numbers. Okay, 3 numbers. 10, 20, and 30. Searching for 66. Found?
Not found.
Oh my. Okay. We hard coded that, no, to 5. Guys, we hard coded this to 5, correct?
Correct.
So if
Yes.
I enter 3 numbers, then
Yes,
what?
sir. 3 is go.
3 is coming where? In which variable?
Yes.
In size, correct?
Size. So we have to mention size, sir.
Size over here. So if your I goes till the end, means I has gone to the size.
Yes, sir.
What your Taula?
Yes.
So now if I run this, and now if I enter 3 elements. Okay. 10, 20, 30. Now I enter 77 then.
Not found.
You understood this logic now? How arrays, how we can store the elements in the array and then iterate through them. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So we did sum of array, did min of array, max of array, searching in an array. Okay. Now, whatever program we have done previously, I want you to do them using array. Have you done the program of accept a number and check whether it is prime or not? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
Have
Yes,
you
sir.
done the program accept a number and check whether it is perfect or not?
Yes. We have done.
Okay, let's not go that far. Let's take simple. Accept 5 numbers, store them in an array, and from that display me only the even numbers. So if this is my array, what is my expected output now? If this is my array, what is my expected output? Yes.
10, 10 and 18.
3.
No, only even number.
3
na?
and 23.
Only
3 and
even.
23.
Yeah. So can you all do that for me?
Even.
10 and 18.
Yeah. So can you all do
10,
that?
18 for even.
Can anyone prompt me? Can anyone prompt me? So okay, I'll just take this code, dump it on the chat for you guys to refer.
So,
Okay. So you all can take a reference from here. So now can anyone help me with that code? Simple code, right? Maybe not at all complicated. So
Yeah.
you can hard code the array or you can take the value from the user, whatever. So till here we have got the values. Okay.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
This logic will change.
Is if sir A
Yeah.
of ARR of I is mod by 2,
Double equal to 0.
If a ARR of I
Mod by 2.
directly. What is the value of I over here?
I is 1. Sorry, 0.
Is this?
0.
Who told you I
Yes.
is 0? The loop has broke. Loop has
No, if
terminated over here.
RRI, sir, is a RRI module mod
Yeah.
by 2.
What is the value of I? That is what I'm asking. loop has terminated over here. At line number 16, this loop has terminated. So this loop terminated with high value of size. So now when I say AR of
Then we
I,
write
what will you
this
tell me?
program under loop, not outer sides.
Hmm?
Inner sides are the for loop. We use a if condition.
Yes, well, let's keep one for loop to accept the numbers. Let's not fidget with that for loop.
I is equal to 0, I less than.
Let's keep this for
And
loop to accept the numbers only. Let's
okay.
mess up with this for loop. So now what will I do?
Take another for loop. Sir.
Perfect. Absolutely correct. Take another for loop.
Yes, sir.
Take another for loop. Now what?
In that if condition, then sir, I take a num.
Yes, Ataullah.
ARI
I
mod by 2
Yes.
AR of I
mod by 2
mod
double
by
equal
2
to
is
0
equal
double
to 0.
equal to 0.
0.
Then curly braces and use a SOP system dot out dot println.
Even
Number
number.
is even.
Yes, sir. Even number in a double inverted commas.
Double color even number. That's all.
Yeah.
Else is odd number.
No, I don't want odd number. I just want even number.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this is sufficient.
Yes.
So what will be the output of this
But
code?
sir, where is the terminator?
Showing only even number.
Yeah, so that is all I want, no? From this, I want you to show me the even numbers only. So 10 and 18, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So will that be the output over here? Or will you show me even number twice? Or will this output me even number 2 times?
Yes, sir. This is output will.
This will you output even
Then
number.
we write this statement is outer loop of if.
So this you will display me twice even number. That's all.
Yes.
Is this what I'm expecting as output?
No.
Then what am I expecting?
Only in one line.
No, that is okay in one line. That is not a problem. So you want like this.
Plus is also we add a plus ARRI.
Plus ARR of I.
Yeah.
Yes.
What will that output? That will output like this.
Even number.
Even number 10 and even number 18, right?
18.
I don't want this. I just want 10 and 18.
Simply write ARR of I.
Then sir would remove the
I want all that.
okay, if you want to only 10 and 18, then remove even numbers.
Yeah.
Even numbers 10, 18. Then
Remove it.
Remove
Yes.
even. Yes, sir.
If you want a
Correct.
separate line for even number, then you write here
what
SOP
line do I write that?
after 21. After 21, you write a SOP.
After 21.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. After 21, you write SOP double inverted comma even numbers.
So will give me this output. The head title as even numbers, and then the even
Yes, sir.
numbers followed.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? Because you're putting that at line number 21, right? Line number 21 is part of the for loop.
No, sir. Not 21. You write here after 19, sir.
After 19. That line also is a part of the for loop. So that message displayed
Right,
the
sir.
number of time the for loop runs. So
Okay,
this-
so then move upside, sir.
Where?
Upside, sir. Line number 10 above, sir. First you move upside, sir.
For this for
No, sir, it's correct program, sir. It will show right
So,
number. I guess.
just put it above the for loop no, once.
Even numbers.
So as this is not a part of any loop, this will be displayed only once. And then the loop will turn, so this loop will run 5 times. If there are 5 numbers. And whichever numbers satisfy this condition, for them only we will display the number. So this condition is satisfied only for 2 numbers, 10 and 18. That's
Yes.
all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is all. So 5 numbers, right? So what are they? 10, 3, 45.
23.
So even numbers 10 and 18. Correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So now
Yes.
if I want to display the square of all even numbers. Okay, now I want to do this using for each. Ataullah, can you help me how to do this using for each now? For loop is done. Okay. Yes. Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now I want to do this using for each now. Yes, Ataullah, how will I do this using for each now? Amir,
Yes, sir. Int x is equal
yeah, tell me the line number. I start typing. Tell me which line to type what.
19. Line number 19.
Line number. Let me share this code with you all first. Let me share this code with you all first. Okay, now tell me, Amir. Yeah, Amir, tell me.
1 second, sir. It's line number 19. X is equal to
Is it directly x equal to
no x. 1 second.
colon?
Int x colon
Colon. Yes,
And what
sir.
is the
Colon.
type, type of x? Double, float, character, integer?
integer
Integer.
types.
Integer.
Int x
Colon.
colon.
Int x colon ARR. Yes.
Now,
After that, curly bracket open, and if yes, sir. If
All are good, but we can change after if.
now the first number 10 has come in which variable?
in x, yes.
Sir, what's the question, sir? Please.
The same program using for each.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first number now 10 has come in x, right, Amir?
Yes, sir.
How will you check
Then
that?
x mod by 2. X mod by 2 equal to 0.
Yeah,
X.
simple as that. Yeah. And display?
Display x. Sir.
X.
Yes, as simple as that.
Yes, sir.
So try to be comfortable with for each. Okay. Now if I enter 3 elements, 1, 2, and 3, what is the output?
2.
Odd even numbers 2. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now what I want you all to do is accept a number, accept 5 numbers, throw them in the array, and from those 5 numbers, display me all the prime numbers. Is it possible? Yes. Okay, accept a number and check whether it is prime or not. How would we do that? See, accept a number and check whether it is odd or even. How is that done?
Yes, sir.
So just the same thing you put in the loop, correct?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, exactly.
So same. So do you all know the logic of one number is prime or not?
Hmm.
What is the logic for checking one number is prime or not? So see,
So,
if I check for one number, I can apply the same logic for many numbers. So one number odd or one number is even or odd. What I do? I just put this part,
number.
right?
Yeah.
I just put this part.
Yes, sir.
X mod to print X. And that if I want to check for multiple numbers, I put them in an array, and from each element take in an array and check, right?
Yes.
So how do I check whether one number is prime or not?
So if we check check
To
the
check one
prime or
number is
not,
prime
we
or not,
write a for loop.
n. Let's say n is 7.
Okay.
What will I take for I
Int
equal
X.
to 1, I
Okay.
less than equal to n, and I plus twice.
Okay.
Okay. And then if my n mod with I becomes 0, it is divisible. I increment the counter, correct?
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Counter plus plus. And then at the end, I will check what if
Counter.
equal to
Equal to 2.
2. Not prime number.
Then SOP
Number.
prime number, else not prime.
Right. So I will say prime number, else I will say not prime number.
Yes, sir.
Simple logic or not?
Simple.
So one,
Same.
if you can do it from one number, you can just copy paste the logic for 7 n numbers. What variables do I require extra? I require I require counter. Initialize to 0. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So now if I tell you accept 5 numbers, store them in an array and check whether which all are prime. So what will you do now? So you will just take that array and put this for each extra.
Yes, sir.
Now instead of taking the n from the user,
In
now instead of taking from
and
the user, we are taking from the user. Right?
array. So,
N are for scanner, correct?
yeah.
Yes, sir. Scanner.
That
Next.
user, what you can do, take the n from the array. Getting it, guys?
Sir.
And rest
Yes.
all is the same. Rest all logic remains the same. So store the numbers in an array.
Sir, int x colon and we mentioned ना sir आपने जो first line here you write here 4 int n colon arr.
Okay. For int n arr. Yes, correct. So store the 5 numbers in the array arr and take one number at a time in the n and then check whether n is prime or not.
Yes, sir.
Simple
Right.
concept, right or wrong?
Right, sir.
Now, as I have the elements with me, all I have to do is just put this code over there. So as I have the elements with me over here, correct?
Sir, if we accept n from user, then why you write int n in a for loop for each loop?
Means we are taking the size from the user, no? We are putting that in the size variable.
Sir, okay, but if we accept the number from user, we use a n here and you use a n 2 times.
See, we accept the value from the user. We can take it in
Yeah.
any way.
Int n,
As I said, it is
you
all
write there int n.
variable. You can use whatever variable you want to use to accept.
Yeah.
Yeah, right,
user.
sir.
Not necessarily n only.
Yes, we can use
Right,
our
sir, right,
name.
right. But
Yes,
sir,
we can
but my question is that, sir, ki the variable name is same. Acceptance of users and the for loop, both variables are same, sir, n. That's it.
Where is n over here? I don't see n anymore.
Sir, previous screen, sir, not this Eclipse,
Yeah,
not.
previous-
Yeah.
Yeah, where
Sir, this one, sir. Here you write a for loop int n, and you firstly mention that the accept the value from user is n.
where
That's
am
the
I
reason.
taking the value from the user over here?
So you
I have
mentioned
taken
No, it
verbally,
is
sir.
used for prime number.
You mentioned verbally, sir, not written here. That's the reason we confused.
which one? This one?
This logic is used for even number.
No, I'm not
Okay,
saying what
nothing is.
n.
You want to modify this
Are you
program. It's okay, sir. Nothing else.
you want to share your screen and show what exactly we are struggling, Shabana?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I want to only know this question's answer. Can we write both the variable name is same, acceptance from user is like we write integer n.
Mhm.
Same we write for each int n. Is both variables we take same, sir, or not?
Let me make you the host. You share your screen, and then maybe you can ask the question more clearly. Shall I make you the host?
Okay, sir. Just wait, sir.
You joined via laptop or mobile?
Laptop, sir.
Laptop. So I'll make you the host. You share your screen and show me.
No, actually, it's not required. She will be able to do it if I enable this multiple participant can share.
Okay. Participants are allowed to share.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yes, Shabana, you can directly share your screen then. I'll stop sharing.
Okay, sir. Okay, so okay.
So then maybe I
Yeah.
can answer the question more clearly.
Okay, sir. Sir, here, if you write here, int n
Okay.
equal to int this number, this variable is used for users acceptance, right,
Yes.
sir? Integer.
User will enter value will come in the n variable. Correct.
Okay, yeah. So is my question is this, can we use same variable name in a acceptance of users and also in int n? Again, we
No,
use
no,
it,
you should avoid using them.
huh?
But you should avoid using that because it
Okay.
will override this n then. So later on,
Right,
if you
sir.
want to use the
Exactly,
previous
I asked
n,
this question.
that is lost.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
That's why I took size as that variable. No,
Yeah, right, sir.
in my example, I took the from the user. I'm taking which variable?
Actually, sir, you speak verbally this line, and I think this is a conflict. Okay.
Now you can stop sharing. I'll show you.
Understand, sir. Thank you.
Stop sharing, Sabani. So what I'm trying to do is I'm taking the size of the array in which variable?
Size.
Size. And
Yes.
then I'm taking the element in which variable?
N.
N. So they are two different variables, no?
Yes, sir.
If I was doing this, then this would create ambiguity. The size also is in N and number also is in N, right? This is what you're trying to ask? Shabana?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't try. The size of the array also is in N and
Yeah.
the also is coming into N.
Mhm.
So don't try this. So take
Okay,
size
sir.
as a variable.
Oh, okay, sir.
and
Okay.
element in different variable. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now once I have these elements, now from these I want to check which are prime. So what I do when the array is populated, I just write the code of prime in an array. So I take this code over here. Okay, let me write it again for you all. I don't mind writing it again. So what all variables do we require for a prime number?
Counter and N.
Counter and n. So let's take them over here. Integer, counter, this slides to 0.
Initialize
And
variable.
integer n. Okay.
Yes.
What will we do? For loop for n. We'll get value from where?
Array. Yes.
Okay. What is in this? You have to declare the value itself over here. So don't declare it in the for each, no. Don't declare the value here. You have to declare it inside the for loop.
Yes.
What is in n now? These are the elements.
Yes.
So what is in n first iteration?
10. N is 10.
How do we check whether 10 is prime or not? We run a for loop, right?
For loop. Yes.
So now see, I have over here I I can reuse the I. So I equals to 1
1, sir.
equal
Sorry.
to
N,
then I plus plus.
I plus plus, yes.
If
Right. If
odd with I is equal to 0.
0,
What to do?
counter plus plus.
Miss out that number, no? Okay, counter plus plus plus. Correct.
Counter plus plus, sir.
Counter plus plus. And once the loop terminates, I will check the
Terminates
value of
if
counter is
equal
equal to then
to prime number, SOP prime number. Yes.
the number n. You have to display the prime numbers. No, just display the number n.
Yes, sir. Yes, correct.
Okay. And in each iteration, I want to reset the counter to 0, correct?
Yes.
Counter 0 will not be over here.
Yes. We have to declare after the for each. For each. For.
This will copy over here. Not initialize it. So we will do it after here. Or after each
Yes,
number,
sir.
counter to
For
0.
each. Yes. Counter equal to 0. Yeah.
Then when I take the next number 3, counter again becomes 0.
Yes.
45, counter again becomes 0. Okay. The copy.
18, 23. Yeah.
Now if I try to run this code, let's see. Okay. How many elements do I want? 5. Which are they? 10, 3, 45, 18, 23. So 3 and 23 are prime.
Yes, sir.
So like this, you can just store the data in the array and then iterate through the array and take one data at a time and put it in a variable and then check whatever you want to achieve.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting this concept?
Yes, sir. I got it.
Got it, right?
Yes, sir.
So understanding the concept of arrays, guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now what I want you all is a little bit, let's raise the bar a little bit and try something interesting. Okay. Have you all done polynomials in college? See, if the maximum power of x is 1, it is called a linear equation. So what is this? What is the maximum power of x over here in this equation? 1. So it is called as linear equation.
Okay, sir.
When the maximum power of x is 2, it is called as a quadratic equation. So x square plus 3x plus 4. Which equation?
Quadratic.
And when the maximum power of x is more than 2, that is called a polynomial. Called as what?
Polynomial.
If I say x, so if I say 2x cube plus 7x square plus 4x plus 9. This is which equation?
Polynomial.
Polynomial.
Yes, sir.
So the maximum degree of this equation is what?
3.
3.
That is called as degree of polynomial. What is this called as?
Degree of
Polynomial.
polynomials.
Okay. So you will ask the user to enter degree of polynomial. So whatever number he enters, let's say he enters 3. Then how many coefficients do we have to ask? How many coefficients do we have to ask? Coefficient for power 3, coefficient for power 2, coefficient for power 4, for power 1, and power 0, correct?
Let's see.
If x is single, means it is raised to 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Anything to the power 1 is the same number, correct?
Yes, sir.
So this can be thought of x raised to 1. And when there is no x, that is x raised to 0, correct?
Yes.
Simple mathematics. So now, how many coefficient do you have to ask?
4.
4. So first, what will be your first prompt? Enter coefficient for degree.
3.
Ask the user enter coefficient for degree. Degree what? For degree 3, correct?
3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Degree 3.
You will enter what?
2.
You will enter 2. Then what will be your next question?
For degree 2.
Enter the coefficient for degree 2.
Degree 2. What will you enter? If this is the
7.
7, very good. Then what will you ask?
Coefficient for degree 1.
What will you enter?
4.
4.
And then what will you ask?
0.
What will you enter?
9.
9.
Now, then you will ask enter value for x. Enter value for
X.
x. So if you enter x as 2, x as
2.
what is the evaluation of this polynomial? Is what? 2x cube. 2x cube is 8, correct?
8. 8 into 2, 16.
7
16.
into 4
49.
Yes.
plus 4 into 1.
4.
4
1. 2.
9 into 8 is 0 is 1 plus 9, correct?
Yes, sir.
What is the answer? 16 plus
28.
28 plus 8
8.
plus 9. What is the
9.
16 plus 28 is what? 44. 44 plus 8, 52. Answer is 61. What is the-
61. 61.
So this is what I'm expecting you all to do. So first thing first, okay, if this is what we want to evaluate. So what will be the prompting over here now? And then after it has done, you will tell polynomial answer is, then you will say answer is 61. Okay. Now same thing I want to do over here. Same thing I want to do over here. How will you do it? Tell me. Degree of polynomial is what in this equation?
Degree.
2.
You will enter 2. What is the first question you will ask?
Quadratic.
What is the first question you will ask?
Enter coefficient for degree 2.
Degree 2, right? Because 3 is not there.
Yes.
What will you enter?
1.
And for, and then next, and enter value for x. And if you enter value of x as 3, how will you solve it? How will you solve it?
3 square
X square, which is
plus 3 into 3
9,
plus 4
9 plus 6 plus
plus 4.
Answer is
14.
19, correct? I will get the question
Yes,
what I'm trying
19.
to ask. Is this understood what I'm trying to ask? So how will we go about this and how will we use the array for solving this? Yeah. So arrays were introduced to solve real world mathematical problems. So this is a real world mathematical problem I have given to you all. So what we will do is, let's take, we will make an array of size 10. Of what size will you make array? Because you will not enter degree more than 10. That will become too complex. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What is the size of our array?
10.
10. And we will, so when we declare an array of size 10, what are the elements in that array?
0 to 9.
By default, elements, not index.
10 and 0.
So this is my 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index, 4 index, 5 index, 6, 7, 8. Okay, which has been one extra. So these are my indexes, correct? And what are the elements in this array? By default, it is an integer array.
Integer.
So they all will contain 0. Yes,
Yes.
Sir.
you'll agree with me?
0.
Okay, now is the fun will start from here now. So when you accept the degree of the polynomial, so what will you enter? Let's take this example, the one on the board. So what was that? 2x
2x cubed. 2x cubed plus 2x square,
plus
7x square,
7x square, put them later on, plus
4x.
the 4x plus 9, correct?
9.
So this will be what? Square raised to 1. And this is, there is no x over here, so x is raised to 0. So what is the degree of this now?
3.
3, correct? So you will start a for loop in the reverse order and say for I equals to degree I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus. So what is the value of I in the first iteration?
3.
And then
What's I 9?
Okay, just wait.
huh?
N is 9. I is equal to.
I is 9. What is the degree of the polynomial? Amir,
Yes, sir.
what
3,
is,
3, sir. Sorry, 3.
what is making you say 9? So what is the value of I in the first iteration? Here you will tell this out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. 3.
Enter the
Degree.
coefficient. Enter
Coefficient.
coefficient. You will ask. Enter the coefficient. Okay. For what? Coefficient of what index? Enter coefficient for degree. What? For degree. What will come over here? Hmm?
3.
3, sir.
Then what? Which variable?
I.
X.
So what will you say?
I. Yes, sir.
Coefficient for degree I, correct?
I.
Yes, sir.
So what will he enter?
2.
2, right?
First.
Yes,
2 will go here. 2 will go at this index, at the degree index. Where will 2 go? So I will read this. ARR of I equals to SC dot next. Who has understood till here? Tell me first. Then we will go ahead. If this is not seeping in, then no point of going ahead. So try to understand the actual usage of arrays. Just don't do the basic programs, add numbers and find sum of numbers. That is okay for beginners. But for enterprise level understanding, you should know the concept in detail. So what will happen with this for loop? Tell me. Once this for loop completes, what should be? Okay, let's iterate through this for loop. Let's dry run this for loop. Let's dry run this for loop. So what is the value of? So if I enter degree as 3. So when he says enter degree of polynomial, he enters degree as 3. So what is in degree variable? What is in the variable degree? Yes, guys. What is in the variable degree? Hello.
Yes.
I have a variable called as integer degree. What is the value of that variable? Once I tell the user enter the degree of polynomial and he enters 3, what does degree contain now?
3.
3, correct?
Right.
Now I need how many coefficients now? I need how many coefficients?
3, 2, 1, 0.
So now I have the array which has all 0 values. So I start the for loop from where? I start the for loop from which index?
3. 3.
3. So I is equal to degree. So what is in I now?
3.
I has 3, correct? So just be with me. Don't lag. I has 3. Now this loop is 3 greater than 0.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Greater than or equal to, right? So true or false?
True.
True.
I minus
What
minus 3
message-
become
what
true.
message will display on the screen?
What's it?
What message will display on the screen? And if it is true,
Enter the coefficient for degree 3.
so it will display this, right?
Yes, sir.
Enter coefficient for degree 3. What will you
And
enter?
ask for coefficient
This is
and
the
ask for coefficient.
if you have this in mind, what will you enter? If this is the expression you have in mind to create,
Yes.
what will you enter when you ask enter coefficient for degree 3?
And after that, we enter 2.
You'll enter 2.
2.
Now where
Yes,
will I store 2 now?
This it is okay. And now
Will I
next
store
one.
2
Yeah.
at the degree index. So this indexes will keep count of degree. Index is now equal to degree. So where will I store the coefficient at? At the degree index. So how will I read that? So now whatever you enter, 2 will go at which index?
Degree.
Will go at which index?
Yes.
Index 3.
Index 3.
Variable
Index
has
3.
Mhm.
Which variable has 3 for the for loop? Which variable is
Minus minus, no, it's go for minus minus, then 2 positions,
We are
sir.
still in the first iteration. We are still in the first iteration. So when you will enter 2, 2 will
Okay.
go at which index? Is my question.
If you enter a 2, then it goes 2 positions.
In the array, at which index will it go?
2.
Huh? This is the polynomial which we are trying to solve. So we have asked the user this question: enter coefficient for degree 3. You enter 2. In the array, where will I store this 2? At which index? Yes. Amir,
Yes, sir.
I will store this. So when you ask the user enter coefficient for degree 3, the user enters 2. Because 2 is the coefficient for degree, correct?
Right.
Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
Where will you store this 2 is my question.
Then sir,
In two index.
2 index, na sir?
2 index or 3 index?
Three index.
No. Oh,
Three,
0,
right?
1, 2, 2 positions,
That's
sir.
Store at index 3, correct, Shabana?
3 positions.
The power is the index. What is the power?
Okay.
So that index will store 2. So this 3 is with which variable in the loop? In this for loop, 3 is with which variable?
Degree.
Hmm?
Degree, sir.
3 though is just once in the for loop. So
Okay.
you got to run the loop, right?
I, sir.
That's why I'm putting it in ARR of I. So 3 will go at 2 will go at what? 2 will go at which index?
3 index.
Three
index.
Yes, sir.
And then I will decrement by 1. I minus, correct over here.
Yes, sir.
yes.
What is the value of I now?
2.
2.
Is 2 greater than equal to 0? True or false?
True.
True, sir.
True. So what will you again enter? Enter coefficient of degree 2, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What will you enter?
7.
7 will go at which index?
2 index.
2 index, sir.
That is what I'm trying to explain. So 2 will go here, right? The next what? I minus 1. I becomes
1.
is 1 greater than equal to 0.
True, sir.
True.
True. So
Enter the value of
enter value
degree.
for degree, enter coefficient for degree 1. What
First
will you enter?
index. 4.
4 will go at which index?
First index.
First index, right?
Yes, sir.
And then we will enter degree for coefficient, enter coefficient of degree 0. What will you enter?
It's 4.
I becomes 0, right? Is 0
Yes,
greater
sir.
than or equal to 0?
In
Equal to
first
0.
index.
Yes, sir.
will
Yeah,
be
true, sir.
4.
It's true.
And then at first index you'll enter 9. Is this
9.
understood?
Yes.
So now you have got your array populated, correct?
In
Sir, it's
first
4.
index, the value is 4.
4, sir. Yes, correct.
Coefficient is 9x0, no?
In 1, not in the
1.
0.
1 is
Index of
4. Okay,
four.
yeah, sorry.
Yes, sir.
1 is 4. Yeah, perfect. Absolutely correct. So once you have got the array, now what will you ask the user? Enter value for.
Enter the value of x.
Once you have got the coefficient, what will you ask the user now next?
Enter the value of x.
The
Yes.
value is right.
Yes, sir.
What will you enter? 2.
2.
So now in x you have 2. You have a
Yeah.
variable called x.
X.
And have its value as 2.
Store the value of 2. Yes,
Now,
sir.
how will you solve now? Tell me. So you'll require a variable called sum also, right? Because we're adding. And we'll sanitize the sum to 0.
Yes, sir.
So now tell me what logic will you apply. So now you have these all data. So you have the 3 variables also in place. Degree, x and sum, and the array also is there. Array name is ARR. So now tell me what will you multiply. So again we'll have a for loop, correct? Are you all with me or are you all lagging behind? Sir, it's going ahead. Now it's going bouncers. Or is this sinking in till now? Amir,
Yes, sir.
is sinking in or now it's doing blur now?
No, sir. It's okay, sir.
So Shabana,
Yes, sir.
is
It's
going
okay.
too fast or it's okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Ataullah,
Both.
it's good. Both mixed feeling.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so what we'll do is till here what we have done, we'll program and then we'll stop. Tomorrow we'll continue with this. Okay, so what we've done till here, we'll program that. So I'll require a scanner. Yeah, I'll require a scanner. And okay, just program what we have done till now. Have I shared you this number of numbers? So let me share this code also for that. Okay. So whatever we've done till here, just code that. So then we'll stop here. Okay. So I require a scanner, and I remove everything I remove. So far, so good, guys.
Yes, sir.
Then I say, please enter the what?
Degree
Of
degree of
Polynomial.
correct.
yeah.
Yeah. So we'll take in which variable?
Degree. Degree variable.
So far, so good.
Yes, sir.
Then now we have to take a coefficients, right? So how many coefficients we require? So what is the array I was taking initially? Integer ARR is an array, new ARR of size 10, correct?
Yes.
Array now
Yes.
has all numbers as inset to 0. New integer, not ARR. Correct? So now we have an array of 10, all elements are 0, and we have the degree. Now accept the coefficients. What is the for loop?
For I is equal to
Yes, take the I variable over here.
yeah,
Equal to, tell me,
is equal to
in reverse order, correct?
3. Oh, sorry.
3, if the degree is 5, then
Degree, sir. Degree. I is got to degree.
Degree. Yes.
And I less than
Equal to 0. I minus minus.
0,
Yes.
I minus minus.
and what will you say?
And tell him
Enter the coefficient of
coefficient of
enter coefficient of
X.
degree
Degree.
I
three,
plus I.
correct?
Yes,
And then
sir.
we'll send it where?
And we print here array I equal to sc dot next int.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So far, so good. So now if I display this array, what will it display me? So what I do, I take a for loop for integer z, taking from array. And now if I display the z, display the coefficients, correct?
Yes.
Let's display that. Okay. Let's display. So what is the degree of polynomial?
3.
3.
Okay.
Coefficient of 3.
2.
We had 2749, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
2749.
So
Yes.
this is my array now. These are the numbers, right? 2749, correct?
Yes, sir.
And rest all are 0, correct?
Yes.
So here have you understood?
Yes.
If I don't add a ln, and if I just show them vertically to you all, I'll show horizontally. So far, so good. Is anybody struggling with that? 3. So, it was 2749. 2749. So far, so good, guys.
Yes.
How it came in reverse order? Understood till here?
Yes.
Yes, so we'll carry forward from here tomorrow and try to evaluate it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Go to the recording
Yes.
section arrays. Then tomorrow will be some extensive session, and we'll try to do some high-end programs. And then I'll give you an assignment tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.